We started out the week with 6 teams nationally ranked. Yeah, I said 6 teams nationally ranked. I'm going to go ahead and put this graphic up here if you haven't seen it already. It's a rather remarkable accomplishment. I'm so proud of all of our teams. I'm going to go ahead again and give a round of applause to every single athlete and coach who has made this possible. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. I'm your host, Corin Davis. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and happy Division II Day. In honor of our men's and women's track and field team heading to the Lone Star Conference indoor meet this weekend, we sat down with a local product, sophomore standout Kailee Benton. Take a look. Okay, so you're a sophomore.
I am.
So you've been here on campus a few years now.
Yes.
You're also an Amarillo native. Have you enjoyed being close to home?
In most aspects I have, but honestly, sometimes I wish I would have gone somewhere else just to get the traveling aspect of it, but I don't think I really could have left my parents. So yeah, I love being here.
Home cooked meals are
it's great.
The best.
It's amazing.
Ever.
Yes,
you can't go wrong with them. Now I read that you played basketball in high school as well. Did you ever consider maybe going that route, or were you dead set I'm running track in college?
I would have liked to play basketball, but I don't know if you know this, I'm not the tallest person, so I think track was definitely always going to be the right route for me, but I was a little stubborn at first and I did want to play basketball, but I think being here is what's best for me.
Well, hurdles and jumps are your area of expertise. Do you have a preference on one or the other?
In high school, if you ask me, I loved the 300 hurdles, but now you add another hurdle and another 100 meters outdoor, I'm not going to be doing that. So I think I definitely would prefer long jump now out of the 3 events that I do.
Okay, and you run 400 hurdles.
I did. I ran it twice last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't run that this year?
I don't think I will.
Okay. What is the mentality for that? Because I was looking at it and I was like, running a 400 in general is very taxing, both physically and mentally.
Yeah.
How do you approach that, especially when you throw a hurdle in the mix?
It's kind of just run and jump. Honestly, there's not really a tactic to it, because a 400 is an all-out sprint, but you add 10 hurdles in it and you're just okay, just get through the race and don't fall.
Right.
Honestly.
Just don't fall. Just make it to the finish line without falling. That's too funny. Well, going back to the first time you ever stepped foot on campus as a freshman and reflecting on all of the successes and challenges you've experienced, what is the most valuable lesson you've learned?
Definitely take advice from the older people, because they've been here, they've done it, they know, they learn from their mistakes, but obviously make your own mistakes and learn from them too. I think lessons in learning definitely will carry you all the way through college.
Do you feel that you will carry that with you into life once you hang up the cleats?
I think so. Honestly, that's sad to think about. There will come a time where I'm done, and obviously I'm just a sophomore, so I don't want to think about that right now, but I think I'll definitely learn a lot now that I will carry over.
Why is it so sad to think about it coming to an end?
I mean, I've done it my entire life I've been playing sports since I was 4 years old. So just that's been my whole life, and that's been my parents just supporting me all the way through. And I don't know if I'm ready for it to be over, but there will come a day.
Yes. What does it mean to you to get to be a part of the team here and just to continue running track?
Yeah. Just that I got the opportunity to be here. I mean, I could have just been done after high school, but obviously Coach Gibson saw something in me that not everybody else saw. And I'm very grateful to him for seeing what he did in me and giving me this opportunity, because I love it and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
You're planning on being a physical therapist after you graduate. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's still the plan?
Yes.
Why did you decide that career choice?
I want to go more sports physical therapy, so I can, once I do in my career, I can still be a part of sports, not competing. So I don't think I could ever leave sports, honestly.
Do you have a particular sport, or are you willing to do high school?
I don't think I would do high school. I think I would go maybe college or professional route.
Okay.
I don't know what sport, maybe maybe football or basketball or baseball or something. Those are the sports my brother does. So
Yeah.
if I could stay with him, that would be ideal.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, it would.
Well, indoor track season is about to wrap up, and then we're only a few weeks out from outdoor season. I'm curious about the training and how you transition from indoor out to outdoor, because obviously when you're indoor, you just compete against the other runners and jumpers. But when you are outdoors, you compete against them plus the elements. So what does that training look like?
For us personally, I don't think it really has that much of like a difference because we don't have an indoor facility right now. So we just train outdoor. So I think that gives us kind of the advantage going into outdoor season because we always are outdoor. We're always jumping against the cold, the wind, you know? So I think the elements don't really affect us as much as it does people with indoor facilities.
What's the mentality going into indoor postseason?
Just that like it's over, and outdoors honestly my favorite season, so I just get really excited going into something I'm more comfortable with because high school you don't really go to indoor meets, so I think I'm just more comfortable going into outdoor season.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to it. I appreciate you coming and chatting with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Our number 4 men's and number 7 women's track and field team will compete for conference titles in Norman, Oklahoma, all day Friday and all day Saturday. Moving on to our number 1 ranked Buff and Lady Buff basketball teams. They're on the road this weekend taking on St. Mary's and St. Ed's, but next weekend, Thursday, February 29th, they will tip off against Lubbock Christian at Rip Griffin Center, and then they will finish their regular season in Canyon at the First United Bank Center on Saturday, March 2nd. You can also join us at the tip-off tailgate before the games begin. Starts at 11 a.m., ends at 1 p.m. outside of the arena. The number 11 ranked Lady Buff golf team will take the course in San Antonio on Monday and Tuesday, February 26th and 27th at the St. Mary's Rattler Invitational. Number 2 ranked softball heads to Odessa for a 3-game series with a doubleheader starting on Saturday at 1 p.m. and then they'll put a bow on the series on Sunday at 12 p.m. If you're looking for some at-home action, our 19th ranked baseball team is back at Wilder Park facing off against Drury University. First pitch is on Friday at 2 p.m., followed by a game on Saturday at 2 p.m. and a game on Sunday at 1 p.m. For more information or for updates on scores, you can head over to our Go Buffs Go mobile app or gobuffsgo.com. And if you want to watch any of these games, you can watch them live on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Tickets for the Lone Star Conference basketball tournament in Frisco are now available. For purchase, you can head over to the Lone Star Conference website, lonestarconference.org. If you haven't already, I want to remind everyone to follow us on our social media pages, Instagram, X, and Facebook at WT The Rundown. Tell a friend to tell a friend about us. We appreciate you. Go out, support our Buffs and Lady Buffs this weekend and next weekend. We will not have an episode next week, but please be on the lookout the following week for more content. We appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, I'm your host, Corin Davis, and you're watching The Rundown.